So hey guys, so I came across this video about foster kids that I really want you guys to watch, and I'm gonna be sharing from like a social worker's perspective.
You go into foster care with a trash bag and you leave out with a trash bag. Once you have aged out, you have to figure life out for yourself. A lot of us become homeless, in jail, or commit suicide. Majority of us turn to drugs and they end up messing up our lives.
I feel like when it comes to like foster kids, there's a lot of trauma. I can't even like imagine, I can't even think about it, and I can't even place myself in that situation because I didn't experience that. I didn't go through that, but I can just imagine the trauma that comes with that. And a lot of times, like, we say that there are not enough resources to help these kids. But let me be honest with you guys, okay? I'm going to talk about like there are resources, and the fact that the resources at the same time are not enough to meet the needs of like all the foster kids. So let's talk about the resources. During my undergrad, when I was doing like my internship, I had to work on a project where I had to look for like resources around like my community. When I tell you guys, like, it blew my mind. I'm not joking. Like, it blew my mind to find out like the level of resources that we have around like our community, and people are not making use of it. And I feel like the reason is not because like people are not, I track back, okay? People are not making use of it because they don't even know that these resources exist. I didn't know either. Okay, I had to make use of it, like being a student. I'm like, okay, like I got to make use of this. Okay, if they give me some food somewhere, like I want to make use of it, you know what I mean? Like being a student in my undergrad, you know, sometimes you can't really work like you want to work, and you have to make use of some resources. So being a social worker student gave me like an advantage, like, okay, so this kind of resources exist around my area and I'm not making use of it. Come on, let's make use of it. Like just a whole bunch of resources that exist like around our community. And it was just, I'm not gonna lie, just mind-blowing to find out like, okay, so we have things like this. And I feel like the reason why like people are not aware of like these resources is because they're not like enough information out there, like let people like know like, hey, this kind of resources is available, this kind of resources are available. Like you don't even know, you don't really get to know about these resources until you're faced with like a certain situation where you go somewhere, then you get to like find out about these resources, like, oh, there's something like this, okay? Oh, there are some kind of services for like for example, low-income parents. Like you can get like your utility paid for, you can get like your cable or your internet services either paid for or lowered down to like a very low percentage. You know, there are services like that, there are things like that around our community. Okay, I know I'm talking like about foster, but I'm just quoting an example. I'm just bringing all this, and people are not aware. Like I'm telling you guys, like I had to like go do my own research looking for stuff online. Then I found out some stuff that I was like, wow, I never knew this existed, you know. So sometimes it's not because these services are not there, they are there, but we just don't know how to go about it, or we don't even know about like the existence of it, like the name of it, like this is the name of it, this is what you're supposed to be looking for when you search. Going back to like, are these resources that are available? I hope I'm not trying to confuse you guys, but for like the foster kids, these resources that are available online, are they enough? Okay, what happens if that child is like in a foster home? Okay, like you watch that video, not every child gets that beautiful life, beautiful opportunity. Like after foster home, you have like, you know. So that's why I feel like when it comes to that, I feel like we need to have a system where there need to be some kind of change where like when kids come out of foster homes, okay, they can have like a little accommodation. They can have like, you know, just to give them that backbone, they can have like free college, you know, just things like that to get them like stand on their feet, you know. Because it's like he said, you just thrown out there like, okay, Okay, I know it's not the reality of like every foster child, because at 18 you're still a child, you know. It's what he explained or what he's talking about. It's not like the reality of every child, but I'm just saying like it happens, okay? So there need to be like some little things set aside. Maybe for example, that child has like, by the time they turn 18 and they're like, okay, you're gone, they need to have like maybe a little account set up for them, like just something to start up with life. I feel like that's going to make like a big difference. So those are some of the changes that as we work as social workers, you see some of those loopholes that you be like, oh God, I wish there's something that I can do, you know. But sometimes some of these things are just beyond your control, that you want to help, you're willing to like help, but it's like you don't have enough. There are some resources there, but it's like you don't have enough. I'm just saying, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I worked at some point as a youth advocate, you know, for a short period of time. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, like when it comes to like family preservation, I feel like that should be like a #1 goal, you know. I know there are situations where sometimes like you cannot help it, like when it comes to like, you see like what they call like the real kind of like abuse. Sometimes there are situations sometimes that are just like, no, this is not acceptable, this is a no, you know. But when it comes to like situations where families can work together, okay, say something happens to me right now, I am proud to say, oh, okay, I got a mom that can like, hey, take over. I got sisters that can be like, hey, take over. I got brothers that can be like, hey, take over. You know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna allow my kids to go to like foster home. Like that family working together, like you have to work together to like make sure that child stays within like family. You know what I mean? That everybody put in the support that they can put in, you know. You cannot have like uncles, aunties, sisters, this cousins, stuff like that. Then you have this child like going to like foster. When you get people around that can put in those resources and work together and help that child, okay, and build that community with that child, build that bond with that child, it helps the child mentally, you know, instead of like the other way around. You know, it is better for that child to stay like within the family, you know what I mean, depending on the family dynamics too, where they have like people that are like familiar faces. You guys feel me? Like they got like familiar faces as compared to like going somewhere strange where they don't even know anybody in there. And sometimes it's like, it's a whole different life from like what they're used to with. But after watching this video, it's like, oh my God, I don't know, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't even know how to go about doing this video. After I watched this, it was just like, it's a really sad situation, you know. Some of the things that some kids have to go through is really sad. It is sad. It is sad. But anyways,